This week's show is sponsored by printbymagic.com. We print directly to your bicycle playing cards.
Hello and welcome to the Magic World Review Show week. I have no idea what week it is. I'm James Anthony. This is
Daniel Meadows.
And we are back. He's back. Yeah. Okay. A bit too much over-enthusiasm there, isn't there? All right, let's get moving on. Today we're going to be reviewing two products, not three. Boom. Hand-O-Matic by, is it Mark?
Southworth.
Yeah, Mark Southworth. And, of course, Prism Stack by Wayne Goodman. Right, let's get moving on. First of all, we are going to go to Hand-O-Matic.
Indeed.
Now, let's see exactly what Hand-O-Matic is by cutting to the trailer now.
Take a look at the card, but don't let me see it. Have a look. And do you want to show everyone else as well? Let them see and get a good look at the card. And we'll pop it back in if you don't mind. Now, believe it or not, I'm going to make your card invisible. If I do this, your card's now invisible. Even though I don't know what it is. See, it actually jumps from the card invisibly and jumps inside my wallet. But you see, it's invisible. But you see, I know that this card is the Joker.
Oh my god.
So you can't see it?
No.
See, it only becomes visible when I actually throw it inside your hand. That's when it becomes visible. It's just here. But you see, I can see that it's the Queen of Hearts. Alright.
Yeah.
But you can't see it. The weird thing is it only becomes visible, Sophie, when I actually place it inside your hand.
And we are back, and I've just been told in that short interim that I'm giving too much enthusiasm. I need to hold it back a bit.
Yeah.
I've
indoor voice.
I just had a McDonald's. I'm really happy right now. Okay, that I'm not allowed. Yeah, endorsements.
No.
Okay. Basically, Hand-O-Matic. What do you think of that? You've been messing around with it. We had a little mess around with it earlier on today, and it's
okay. You've seen the trailer, so just to clarify what the effect is.
Yep.
It's a card from nowhere, pretty much.
Yes.
So one of the things is that you have a card selected. You say it's disappeared. It's gone to your wallet. You take out the wallet, and I'll be very careful.
Boom,
because it hides a
of
secret.
course, yeah.
You take out your wallet. And you've got the playing card that you've said you've taken out of it. You're showing it up like this. Ask them to hold their hands out, and as you throw it down, magically a card can land in their hands.
I like the way you say can land in your hand.
I think with the right amount of practice, you can get this bang on.
Yeah.
So what do you get? You're supplied with the DVD. You get your wallet, and you also get a little piece of paper inside that must mention the word flaps about 7 times in a paragraph. And if you've got the sort of Viz sense of humour, you're going to be chortling to yourself all the way through.
At least they've got the right flaps now.
Like Finbar Saunders, they've changed the flaps. So since they did the DVD, you've got different flaps in your wallet. The wallet You're not going to. It's just fair to point out you're not going to be able to use for anything else. It's just for this. You can't keep credit cards in or anything else. We've just put a card here, so you'd open it out like this. You do what you need to do, and ta-da! That's what you're getting. So you're getting the leather wallet.
And what we were saying is basically a lot. Oh yeah, well, we didn't see that. Hopefully, a lot of misdirection has to be given to the fact that you don't really want them looking into the base of this wallet. I mean, yeah, it's got flaps and things, but you don't want them really to put any concentration on this, apart from you're just taking an invisible card out. Yeah. So at the end of the day, yeah, it does look a bit sus from here. And those flaps, when on earth would you see an inside of a wallet look like that? That is the danger, isn't it?
It doesn't look like, because of the silkiness of how they've put the inside, it doesn't really look like a wallet you would own or have.
And it looks very homemade. Just the quality of it is not the best.
There was one slight problem, and because of how it was packaged, I've got to be very, very careful if I can show it to camera like this. Because of how it's packaged, you get something else. If I show it to the light, there's dents in it because of what else is packaged in there. And although it's bubble wrapped, unfortunately it arrived like this, and the leather's cut in a few different places, which is just unfortunate because...
It is, and it's such a shame. There's a number of products that this has happened with. I think it was that wallet from America, Masico wallet or something, and it had a similar problem.
Super slim.
Super slim. It was how it was packaged in,
because it had been
caused problems.
Which is unfortunate.
So anyway,
in terms of idea, I've never seen anything like that. The only thing I can think of is like the old Bobo's coin from nowhere. And it's a bit of an old stunt sort of thing. So I've never seen it done with a card, and I think getting it down, you can get it quite reliable. It does what it needs to do. In terms of working, the difficulty is it's how to reset it. So if you're doing table to table to table, you wouldn't want to have to reset it in front of
Reset takes a few moments. It's not something you can do immediately, and you would have to turn your back or go into the other room.
You need to hide what you're doing.
It will only take probably about 20 seconds, less, maybe 10 seconds to reset.
Yes.
But then, of course, it's not something that's eating into the time that you don't want to have to be thinking about resetting stuff. In terms of... Yes, for the first few moments when I actually flicked it, it was good fun. That's all I will say. It was good fun, it was a good feeling, and when it landed in my hand as well, when you did it, I was like, oh, that's cool! But I wasn't looking at the invisible card, I still saw something shoot out. You're going to see it, you know what's happening.
You weren't playing along to the effect, you were thinking, anyway, can I get back in frame?
What?
You're slowly like moving across and shunting me over.
That's what Sam was telling me I was doing. Okay, don't worry.
You were concentrating on what was happening because you knew the prop was involved. If you've got the routine, you've got it believable. With the one that he shows, the demo one, she's committed to, and then it suddenly appears.
Yeah.
So that's just
you have to get them to really focus on that hand. And
he just goes 1, 2, 3, bang, and a card just appears. So in terms of that as an effect, I've not seen it anywhere else. Is it something you would use?
I personally probably not. However, I'm not throwing it completely out the window yet. I am going to go and test this out a couple of times and see.
Yeah.
But I don't know what pocket space I've got for another wallet that does so little. So I think it'd be great for if you're going to do 4 or 5 tricks for an event. You don't need that many tricks on you. You've got the spare pocket space, do it. If you've got small groups of people and you've got lots of things to do, I know I've not got the space for this. So...
I could see someone actually taking it and building it into a competition act.
As
the novelty sort of thing. Alternative-wise...
I think you said the word, though, novelty.
Yeah.
I think that comes
if you've not got a secret hotshot cut that you could do, or a flick drift or something else to make a card appear, that might do what you need it to do. So if you see it, it's going to do what you saw in the trailer, which is probably an important thing, given most things that don't seem to be able to do what you can do.
I personally would like to be quite close to the person as that's actually happening.
And not take their eye out.
It takes their eye out. I was a bit worried about it taking their eye out.
I think it's the trajectory. The other thing I'll say is, if you've ever played cannons going back on the old game, you get the trajectory right to get it to work. You can do, it's reliable in that respect. It's repeatable. So once you've got your aim in, you get your eye in. You won't.
I think my only thing is if you had a group of people and it was a close confinement sort of thing, rather than shooting a long way, I could control and manage that area a lot better.
I think you were going to say something else then.
So, like the coin appearing from there, out of nowhere, I can manage that because everyone's looking down here. Whereas as soon as you bring distance into it, then other people around...
Stand back there.
Yeah, I know,
Behold.
So, anyway, cool. Let's wrap it up and let's give it a rating. Boom. This is going to be the fun part because it's hard to give this a high rating. I personally am going to give this... I like the way you're just waiting for me to give a rating. Thank you, mate. I think this will be It's going to be a 4.
Ooh, okay. I wasn't going that low.
Well, sorry.
I had 6 in my head.
Oh, well.
5, 6. If you
Tell you what, we'll meet in between at 5. I honestly don't think, for me, it's a worker, so that's my honest opinion.
Yeah.
And it's an extra wallet that I don't really want to be carrying around, so...
That's the difficulty, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've seen the trailer and knowing the sort of constraints it gives you, you want to do that effect, this gives you the means of doing it.
Exactly. So the price of Hand-O-Matic is $44.99. $44.99 for Hand-O-Matic. Would this go on the workers' wall? I'm afraid not.
No.
Okay, we mutually agree on that part, do we?
We do.
Great. Get in. Okay, so let's move forward on to product number 2, the Prism Stack, Wayne Goodman. Now, this was a surprise, wasn't it? We just we got this only the other day.
Just to stand this way, just in case the green screen takes it away, I'll have to hold it this way, just
Yeah,
so you don't
you've got to
lose
keep it behind.
There we go. So you've got it enough.
Stop, get on,
I know,
give me my space back.
Slowly getting away.
Space back. I'm going to see how much I can just nudge you over the whole period. Right. What do you think of the Prism Stack? I mean, okay, I was quite intrigued by this. That's why I got this in for us to review quickly.
Yeah.
And you taught me this in less than 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You taught me the basics of this.
We had to refresh it a few times. Essentially, there's three rules to learn.
Yep.
I watched it, the DVD, and at minute 12, I thought, Wayne, you like... At minute 13, I thought...
Can we say that on here?
Well, yeah. We'll beep it. At minute 13, I went, Wayne, you genius, because it finally clicked. And at that point, it turns. So when you read the back...
Yep.
Probably up to about minute 12, you're going to be thinking, you've really pushed this as much as you can. At minute 13, you'll say, everything he said on the back is true. Okay. But there are certain implications that you'll have in your head that won't quite be there. So it's a very, very easy to learn.
Yep.
Is there zero memorisation? I think what they're basically saying is it's very, very easy.
Yeah.
You don't need to learn it like you're learning a memorised deck. There's just 3 rules that you need to remember.
And if I can learn it
in
that speed,
then it's good.
I would agree.
It's like saying, do you know the alphabet? Well, the alphabet's still memorisation, but it's even easier than that. There's 3 rules that you need to learn. You could teach someone, and I think they even say they taught people as they were driving along, and people got it very
I can see that.
So,
you made a little demonstration
I've made a little diagram just to try and explain something, because there's an important bit that needs to go through. What this allows you to do is know if someone gives you a number, you'll know at what card lies at that number.
Right.
So that's in this. So this is my Venn diagram. So Prism Stack sits here. What it doesn't then allow you to do is know what the next card is. So if you had it in Prism Stack and you had a card selected, you can't peek on something to find out what card they've selected based on this, because that sits in this side. So you need a sequential stack to do this bit. So I know I might lose people, it was just to try and explain visually. So if you had size Stebbins, if you're familiar with what that is, if you look at a card, you automatically know what the next card is. So same as Richard Ostlin's breakthrough card system. If you know one card, you'll know the next card, or 2 cards, but you'll know what the next is going to be. A memorised deck sits in the middle, because it gives you both features. So it's just important to know you can do some effects. If you know what the number is, you'll know the card, but you can't do the other half of what a memorised deck gives you.
Yeah.
Just important to labour that point.
Exactly.
So what are you getting on the DVD? You will go through a workers version. We're going to talk you through this. So workers version of a card at any number.
Here what? Have we cut to a clip of this?
Go for it.
Let's go to the trailer to this now. Should have done that at the beginning.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Alright, we're back. So yeah, I know we should have put that trailer at the beginning of the trick rather than talking for 4 minutes, like somebody said in a comment last week.
It was an important point.
Was our points were important, yes, or your points.
So it's not a purist's any card, any number, if you've shown the right clip. So you get the number, you do something, and then you'll find it in the second deck. So it's a 2-deck version. There are other things taught. So there's a drawing duplication, which I probably wouldn't have used. And then there's the diary effect. I should point out, I think this is an independent recreation of a Mike Close trick from Workers. That's Mike Close's diary effect. But you can easily see from watching the DVD, Wayne's put the effort in and independently come up with this. So he doesn't credit it, because I don't think he was aware it was out there. But it is quite a famous established diary effect. So you're getting that on there. Something else just to mention, if you are interested in the differences between all these, check out Doug Diamond. he's got a website called, I think it's Deceptionary or thedeceptionary.com.
Yep.
Have a look at that, and he goes through in quite detail the different things. So the Prism Stack you were instantly, when I talked this through, you thought I'd do that, because you don't need to commit loads of time to memory. You can do it under fire, because you'll know, what is the...
Well, the last thing I want to be doing is really thinking.
We'll test it, we'll test it.
No, don't test me.
What's the 34th card?
34th card.
Come on.
Now you put me on the spot.
Come on, you can do this.
That's a 7 of hearts.
He's done it. So,
boom!
It shows that already, even after the quick practice, he will know. Other points to note, you can spread it, so that the claim about it being spreadable and no one's going to pick it, because it's not a repeating. It's not a repeating sort of thing. You're not going to eyeball it and be called out on this.
Okay.
Very, very clever. Very clever.
What is the price of this? This one is...
$19.99.
I was finding that. $19.99.
Memory.
Exactly. There's no table here, honestly. $19.99 for Prism Stack, and this we were quite taken with this, weren't we? So give it a rating out of 10. I came up with the first one for this, so it's your turn now to say what you'd like.
I think it's solid. It does what Wayne needs it to do. So you can see Wayne's a busy restaurant sort of worker. He's not committed a different stack to memory that he could go wrong under fire. So it does half of what a memorised deck does for you. So if you've made that effort, I wouldn't go for this. If you've got Mnemonica, you've got Aronson, you've got all that. However, as an intro to something, to see if it's something you like, I would go 8 out of 10. I think it's solid. I think it's under fire. Even I can do, or even you can do the mental sort of
maths. Make it sound like even you can do that.
You said that yourself.
Oh my god!
I repeat, you can have that as a quote, Wayne, if you want. Even James Anthony can master this one.
Please don't use that. Please don't use that. Right. Okay. On top of that, then, otherwise, right. Okay. I'm going to agree. Let's give it an 8.
Yeah.
Let's put it into. It's a hit.
Yeah, I think it's a hit.
I think it's definitely a hit. So on the workers' wall right now here. Go to It's a Hit. This is now on it. And
if you need a method of knowing what card lies at a number, with a few cheeky twists,
you should get this.
You've got it
right now.
You've got it.
The link's down here if you wish to get that. And also, thank you very much for watching the Magic World Review Show and joining in with our antics. We always have fun.
Okay.
We have now reached 3,000 viewers. Thank you at home for contributing and helping us get to where we're going. We will be shooting a short video very, very shortly, giving away something very special as a thank you back to you guys. So, I think it's time to move on to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much from myself, James Anthony.
Daniel Meadows.
Bye for now. See you. We did cover everything, ratings, scores, did we?
I think
tried to follow that. How well it was made.
Inside of the DVD, we mentioned that you will get 2 types of flaps, thin flaps and a pair of thicker flaps. Since the filming of the DVD, we've discovered a fabric that is the perfect thickness to create a multi-purpose flap that will work with all routines mentioned on the DVD. So now you won't have to change your flaps back and forth. We've also included an extra bonus set of flaps made from exactly the same material that you can use in the future if the flaps built into your wallet ever get beat up. Thanks for reading this note and enjoy.
Your flaps.
Your flaps.
That would be a good bonus part for the bonus flaps, the bonus part of our show. While we're talking about flaps, make sure you subscribe. I don't know how that links together.
That's
subscribe.
Brilliant segue.
Subscribe to us. Too much enthusiasm.
Yeah, just bring it down.